Well, let's go. I'm moving on to my next guy. For me, one of the guys I'm higher on this now is Dawson Knox, man. I talked about him. I was in on Dawson Knox. He's currently tied at number 6. All right. Let's go through this team. This is a high-powered offense. It's got Josh Allen killing it at quarterback. All right. Let's look at their weapons. Beasley, he's losing targets. He's older. Emmanuel Sanders, looking very good. But again, an older player that they got off free agency. So by next year, this team could be a trio of Josh Allen, Diggs, and Knox. Okay? They don't run the ball that much. They're a passing team. Maybe Sanders stays. Maybe it's Beasley. Maybe it's both. But obviously, Knox is younger. He's an athletic tight end. And I think he is going to be year over year getting better. I talked about him earlier this year on our podcast, how I was higher on him, how I liked what I was seeing, and it's coming to fruition. Tight end 6 now. He could be in a top 5 tight end. For me, I would trade a second for him in a tight end premium league right now before he even blows up, because he hasn't had a blow-up game. He's getting consistent targets, but he's not getting a lot of targets. But again, he's getting red zone looks. He's athletic. His quarterback is young and really, really good. So this is the type of player that you go and trade for. In non-tight end league premium leagues, this is the type of guy that you get a throw in as part of your deal. You're making a deal on a bigger piece, all right? And you're like, hey, you know what? Why don't you just throw me Dawson Knox and we'll call it a deal? And people are not even thinking. It's a one tight end league. They're not even thinking. You throw that guy in there and he's tight end 6 already. He could, he could be up there. And he could really be separating himself from 6 to 7, 6 to 8. He could become make it a top 6 type of premium position as opposed to a top 3 or top 4. So I'm really liking Dawson Knox.
Man, on a high-powered offense like that, passing offense, he's looking good, bro. And let me tell you something. Allen loves him, like they're boys. So yeah. he's gonna be looking for him. So that's a great connection.
Good shit. All right, so we're almost through the guys that we're high on. Give me your next one.
All right. I'm going to have to go with Deebo Samuel. Love what I'm seeing from Deebo Samuel. He's been healthy this year. He's been able to stay on the field, and he's doing it, man. He's getting that yak. He's doing everything he was supposed to do the past couple of years. And the only thing that can stop this guy is injury, in my opinion. He's all that in a bag of chips. I'm just sorry that it took so long for it to happen. But when you have injuries, things take time to heal. But he looks really good. I think he's going to look really good with whatever quarterback they have under center, because he's a yak receiver. All you have to do is get him the ball, let him do the rest. So he's Garoppolo's perfect receiver, and I think he's going to be a good receiver for Trey Lance too, because Trey Lance is, he's going to get him the ball. And we're going to see that today, because Trey Lance is going to stretch. We're going to see how good he does with Trey Lance under center. Yeah, and I can't wait to see that game.
I'm super pumped. I'm starting Trey Lance everywhere. I'm starting Trey Lance everywhere I can. And let's be honest, Trey Lance played half the game, all right? And Deebo had a monster game. There was a broken coverage play where Lance found him, but the key is Lance found him. Lance is looking for him, all right? Yeah. And on top of that, Kittle, who I'm going to talk about in our next section, Kittle's out. He's on IR, all right? So that's going to even be condensing the targets more, and it's going to be going to Deebo, and it's going to be going to Brandon Ayuk, who's been in the doghouse, but hopefully Kittle's out. That's going to increase his target share. But regardless, Deebo's going to be the guy, and people, he run when he gets the ball in his hands, he runs like he's a running back, okay? Like you said, he's a yak monster. He's a beast. He's a dog, and he's like Austin Eckler. The only thing that can stop him, like you said, is injuries. Yeah. So yes, and yes, Deebo, he's the man.